Hi, this is William from Wunderlich, America. And if you have an R1200 RT liquid-cooled or an R1250 RT with central locking system, then you know the problem well. When you hit the button to lock your motorcycle, your saddlebags are locked, your glove boxes are locked, but your Navigator is left vulnerable. But now we have a part that addresses that, and we're going to show you how easy it is to install this on your motorcycle. We'll begin by removing the windscreen. For that, you need a T25 Torx driver. Once you remove those two plastic covers, then there are two more screws holding the windscreen in place. Those need to be removed as well. And then when you take this last screw out, you'll want to support the windscreen because this is the last thing holding it in place. There we go. And now at this point, or even before you get this far, you want to raise the electric screen to its maximum position like so. And then you can get this part out of the way as well. And remove these screws here. Remove these two top screws. Okay, then you'll need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver to take out these little black fasteners towards the front. These are little plastic clips, so just unscrew them a little bit part of the way, and then you can use the screw to pull the clip out. When the clip is put back in, the screw installed, the clip expands. That's the type of fastener this is. Just pull it, screw it about that far so it's still biting into it, and then just pull it right out. Now the panel is held in place still with a couple of little snaps into a rubber grommet, so you just need to lift it very gently and pop that loose. And that loosens the cover like so. And we'll lay that aside for just a moment. Okay, so only all these US models, and Canadian I believe too, have the Sirius XM antenna located here. And this bracket needs to be removed because the antenna is going to be relocated onto the Navigator lock bracket. The Sirius antenna is held in place with an adhesive, so you just need to get in underneath it with a wedge, like I have here, something like that, to break that adhesive loose and pull that off of there. And then you can remove that adhesive from the antenna. It's not necessary to get it all off, but just kind of clean things up a bit. Now this bracket needs to be removed. It's basically clipped in place. Just get in there and lift on it. Unclip the wire here too. This is just clipped on this little clip. And this bracket is no longer needed. Now it's time to install the mechanism. This is going to be the new location for the XM antenna. We'll peel this off and stick the antenna right on there. And stick that clip onto the bracket. Now the whole mechanism is going to be attached to this top cover. There's a couple things to look for. These two tabs are going to go on top and the one here on the bottom. And then watch in the front to see that the actuating arm goes into this position here, like so. And that is going to stop you from being able to push the release button when it's extended like this. And once that's all in position, then you just need to push these holes onto those little plastic pins. Just give it a little push forward. And we're just going to set this into position without fastening it yet. Just leave it like that because we now need to connect the power wire. And to do so, we'll need to do some disassembly over here. We'll start by taking the speaker cover off on the right-hand side. So as you can see, it comes with these plugs on the end of the harness. They're just like the factory plugs, It's going to plug into the servo motor that locks the glove box. It could be attached to either the left or the right hand side. It doesn't really matter. If you prefer to do the work on the other side, you can, but we're doing it on the right side. And in order to gain access to the plug where this needs to plug into, we need to now remove this side panel. There's a couple of Torx fasteners behind this fairing panel that need to be removed. Once those two fasteners have been removed, then you can just unsnap this cover. Like that. For the purposes of routing that wire down to where it needs to go, we're just going to now also remove this speaker. So once we've removed these three screws, there's one down here, this one here, and here. Now the speaker assembly can be lifted up out of the way. And just set that aside like so. Now we can go ahead and route that wire. You'll be able to drop the wire down right behind the motor for the windshield adjustment. If you drop it straight down, then you'll be able to fish it out at the other end. And then bring it across like that, right behind where the speakers go, and down into this cavity here. And then you've made it down to where you need to be. Now this plugs right into the original connector here. And then you connect these two wires together. Simple as that. Now before reinstalling everything, we're going to test the system. Just going to lay the speaker back in here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so our system is unlocked right now. And I can open the Navigator. I lock the system. You see how that ratcheted right into place? My glove boxes are locked. My Navigator's locked too. Pretty slick. Now that we know everything works, we'll just put everything back together in reverse order. All right, and finally, we can go ahead and put the Navigator in, lock that in place, and now we know that when you lock your bike, not only are your saddlebags locked, your glove boxes, all that, but also your Navigator can't be removed. This is a great upgrade for your RT. We have many other parts. You'll find it at wunderlichamerica.com, many parts for your BMW motorcycle. Also, below this video, you'll find a link to this product on our website. Make sure to check us out at wunderlichamerica.com for many products for your BMW, where you can get products to complete your BMW. Also subscribe to our newsletter if you'd like, so that you can be informed when new products are released for your bike. This is William from Wunderlich America saying, see you on the road, and we're here to help you complete your BMW.